I'm just within walking distance of Kenrith's castle once I defeat him, because I've already defeated Giada, I defeated Theravi. Then I could just go back to this white capital city and then get like 2 like highly sought after white cards that I wouldn't be able to get by any other means, and probably some random item I'll never use. And then I just remembered, don't I have a copy of Cage of Hands? I mean, normally this card sucks. Normally this card sucks ass. I wouldn't even be, considering it if it didn't have the ability to just return itself back to my hand just by paying 2 mana. And of course, we're playing this with a commander that loves it when you cast aura spells. So yeah, if I could just put this back into my hand, then I could recast it again, of course, from my hand. And then I get to go search another aura with equal or lesser mana value, stick it on Light Paws. But this does mean something has to come out. Anyways, I do like the idea of giving Light Paws indestructible. I mean, a lot of my game plan just kind of hinges on this just sticking around. So a way to protect it is always nice, and I think I have more ways to protect it than just... We have this. Choose a color, and then Light Paws gains protection from that color until end of turn. We have that. Okay, one time give something hexproof and indestructible for only a single white. I think we're gonna play this too, actually. But now I'm just which cards are gonna come out? I mean, it's Moat. I don't necessarily want to take that. I mean, it's Moat. That's crazy good. I'll just sideline a land. When in doubt, I guess just cut a land. Eventually, you won't really be able to do that anymore. Eventually, yeah, you'll just take out so many lands that you won't have enough left, and it's gonna be just way too hard to actually hit your land drops. So yeah, last time I was playing this, I did unlock this front gate. Now I can go inside and fight Linden. The Steadfast Queen. Okay, speaking of not really drawing many lands, Black Lotus and no lands. I don't feel like chancing that. I don't feel like risking just not drawing at all what I need. I didn't want to risk literally not finding a single land all game. Also nice, I get a free swing in. And I'll get another free swing in with this. Also, let's start getting auras out of our deck. Yeah, anyways, I should have no problem just removing this. I just want to go grab another aura out of my deck. And if I get protection from white, though, I lose all the other auras already attached to the light boss, so I gotta pick something other than white here. I just won already, didn't I? Yep. I swung for 5 the turn before, now I'm swinging for 16. Oh, Guide of Souls will keep. That's also not too bad as well, especially for a common. Oh, 2 pairs of Lightning Greaves. Alright, somebody else playing mono white? No, mono black. And do I keep this hand? Yeah, we'll keep this one too. 2 lands is usually enough for me. 2 lands is often fine. Feel a little silly not having a turn 1 play, considering how much stuff I run that just costs like a single mana. Anyways. So I lose 1 life and then Ayara gains 1 life. That's it. Sacrifice another black creature, tap, and draw a card. That's an elf, so if I go slap a Bonds of Faith on it, we'll not be able to attack or block. I'm drawing all these cards and none of them are lands, so I'm gonna have to discard, yeah, 3 of them. None of which are actually land. Awkward, but it is what it is. And now I gotta get Light Paws back on the field somehow. I guess do this for starters. Okay, this still can't attack or block or anything, so I'm just gonna go in for another swing here. I think we have to just discard some more cards here. Not that I want to, but I don't think there's a choice. I'm gonna have to probably just go back and put another land or 2 in. This is getting ridiculous. Okay, there we go. And then I think we'll just get Light Paws back into play. At least I have a land drop for next turn, so that's something. Plains. I think first things first, I'm gonna try and do ossification here. Still got to go grab something else out of my deck here. Alright, let's actually do some serious damage to the opponent. I guess then I'll just pass. Fell the Profane in response. Let's see if I can stop this. I can do Triclopean Sight in response. Do I have something that can give protection from black? Protection from black will save it. Flickering Ward, and I'm gonna pick black. Yeah, that's why I like to have auras I can cast at instant speed. That's why I like stuff that has flash. If I get faced with some removal, I can just blank it. Yeah, I don't really have any extra lands to just throw away to this, unfortunately. But I think 24 damage, I believe I'm still... Yeah, I still got it. Pretty slow game, because I was just not finding lands like most... Like, pretty frequently not finding lands at all. Slowing me down a hell of a lot there, in fact. That Thespian stage is pretty neat, though. Anyways... Okay, this hand I'm gonna keep. I'll see if Gadwick plays anything that costs 2 mana, and then I can just counter him there. Oh, never mind. He can just pay the 1 with his other land. Pass. Tap target creature, or target creature doesn't untap during its controller's next unstap step at the beginning of your combat. Choose up to 1 of those. Probably can play around it anyways, let's be real. Again, I really think I need to just go back and put in an extra land or 2. Because this is happening a lot now since I took out that 1 snow-covered plains. This has been happening a lot. Just frequently find myself just unable to actually... Okay, this could just block me. Oh, never mind. Protection from blue. Frequently find myself short on lands, and then, honestly, can't really do a whole lot when I'm, like, short on lands here. Case in point. But, I mean, Spirit Mantle can still put in some work. Case in point. And I'm still, like, absolutely, like, kicking ass here with just 2 lands. Hey, Buzzy. Yeah, it was Mario the night before, and I'm thinking tomorrow, I don't know what it's gonna be. Oh, this flies, so it's not like I can block it. Yet. I would just go... Oh, that's good enough. I mean, I guess it off the field still. Technically. Spent almost 4 hours, but... I'm still glad I spent as much time as I did, because now I'm pretty much... I think I'm just about 100% done with Super Sig 4, so... Still went well, all things considered. Yeah, we're really just gonna go, like, the entire game 2 lands, and I'm still gonna win. 2 lands the whole game, and still wasn't really a problem. Just would have probably killed much faster if I actually had multiple lands. Like, would have gone a lot faster if I actually had at least 3 or 4 mana, but 2. That's kind of like the bare minimum this deck can function on. But what if I need to just get rid of all the creatures in a pinch? I'll keep Wrath of God, I'll take out Winds of Wrath. I might put in another, like, snow-covered plains, because this is getting silly. Okay, assuming I actually have just a bunch of mana to just lying around to spare, to just spend on this Become the Monarch ability. Assuming I even have that kind of mana to spare to begin with. If I'm frequently finding my stuff stuck on 2 lands the whole game, I'm probably never gonna even resolve that ability on that land there you just saw. I have Daybreak Coronet to also give me lifelink as well. I have that for life gain too. I'm tempted to go see if I have another like 2 mana enchantment that's an aura that just stops an opponent's creature from really doing anything. I guess I can check the 3 mana spells that I have also. Not an aura. Not an aura either. I'll just put this back in. I mean, it's still cheap and easy to use. I'm like, yeah, I'm getting tired of this. I'm putting 2 more lands into my deck. 4 lands and a Mox Diamond. Well, I know exactly what I'm doing here. Anything good I can grab besides, I think maybe best thing that comes to mind is Mother of Runes or maybe Ocelot Pride. I'm gonna go with Mother of Runes. That is a 5/5, or I can just get rid of it entirely. Skyclave Apparition will just deal with that. And then the spare mana from this, Mother of Runes. Attack with everybody. Alright, he just literally passed with nothing. That is fine. Just gonna gain a bit of life and put a 3/3 on the board. 4/4. That is fine. I'll just get it off the field with a road. Another Fierce Guardianship. I already own this. Song of the Dryads. That's surprisingly decent removal in green, because when it comes to just removal that deals with anything and everything, you typically... I mean, you get removal to deal with artifacts, enchantments, and the like, but direct removal against creatures like this, not something you see often. Song of the Dryads, I will take it. Maybe I'll keep this too. I think I already own a Beast Within, or a Generous Gift, or something along the lines of this. I know I own Wild Growth already. And what is this? Castle Ardenvale. Torbrand, that's the little dwarf guy that makes all your damage, like, increased by 2. Yep, it's Torbrand. Keep. Okay, 1 damage to me every time he plays a non-creature spell. Or if Torbrand is out, then that would become like 3 damage. Anyways. So that's a 2-4. I'm not attacking through it, clearly. Targeting Ring of Foon to destroy with untimely malfunction. I can't protect that, that is fine. Give Glintai protection from red and just have him block. I'm gonna do Ossification. Go get an aura out of my deck with Light Paws and get this one creature the opponent has just off the field. Alright, I'll be passing turn after discarding the card. I think I'll just go take another creature off the board. Ethereal Armor we'll go grab. And now I'm going to be hitting for all that. Sure. I think I'm gonna start with Sentinel's Eyes on Light Paws. Sure, I'll give it a +1/+1. Tempest Technique is gonna go here. And then the copy of it's also going on Light Paws. And then I'll just finish off with a Spirit Mantle. Attack for 36, unblockable. Magus of the Moon, if I just want to make somebody who's playing too many non-basic lands have a horrible day. By turning them all into mountains, especially if they don't even play red, then Magus of the Moon can do that. So who are these two guarding Kenrith? Oh, it's Will. It's Will, Scion of Peace. It's easier to cry for glory and charge those who disagree with you, but it takes finesse to turn enemies into allies rather than corpses. So he has Vigilance, and he can tap to make spells. Spells you cast this turn that are white and or blue at cost X less the cast, or X is the amount of life you gain this turn. Activate only as a sorcery. Alright. And now I'm suddenly drawing, like, several hands with, like, 4 lands in them. Yeah, definitely one way to guarantee I don't get mana screwed. Especially since this deck could function on as little as 2 mana per turn. Okay. I'll play another land, of course. Okay, so he's a human, so if I slap him with the Bonds of Faith, he's actually gonna get stronger. I guess what I'll do instead is give my commander Pro Blue. And then we'll just crap something that removes... Oh, this also, yeah, this is another way to give lifelink to something. I have Daybreak Coronet and I have Sheltered by Ghosts. Gives lifelink and Ward 2, and also removes one of my opponent's permanents. +0/+2 Vigilance. Whenever equipped creature blocks a creature, that creature doesn't untap during its controller's next untap stat. Well, assuming I let it block. Assuming it even gets a chance to block in the first place. That's a Phyrexian, so if I Bonds of Faith that, it won't block. Won't be able to block now. Daybreak Coronet. I'll pass it back. Heliod's Intervention, destroy X. So, targeting this to be destroyed, fine. This is still locked out of attacking and whatnot. Flickering Ward's also gonna give, if I do, like, white, this, and this go away. Unfortunately, I can't really do white. Anyways, we'll play this as a land and pass. That is gonna be fine, actually. I'll flash this in, I suppose, at the end step. Oh, this also gives lifelink for a turn if I play it during my own main phase. I'll make... If I go pull out Pacifism, it goes onto my creature. I don't want to really do that. I wouldn't want to do that. I'll just make Light Paws unblockable with Spirit Mantle. Okay, we have to go again. We have to do a best 2 out of 3 over here. And I like my hand. Alright, now I'm definitely going to be able to play Light Paws on the first turn. Don't even need my Chromox to do it. I'll still go and drop my Chromox on the field. But yeah, something is going to have to go. I have to get rid of a non-land card to do it. Pass. That's just a Sky Diamond, okay. Yeah, I definitely want to make my stuff cost less. I think that would be a good idea. So let's do Face of Divinity. And then with that, I'm gonna go get Twin Blade Blessing. Now I got Double Strike over here. Wow. I'm pretty sure this just ends the game. Turn 2! And then, yeah, that just kills them turn 2 with commander damage. I'm gonna literally win the game on turn 2. Wow. I got his shield. Landscape Sketchbook, another Mutavault, another Guide of Souls, some board wipes that don't interest me too much. A way to get my stuff indestructible, which is interesting, and make a bunch of tokens for any deck that would care about that. Alright, Rowan, let's see if you're like any tougher than Will was. Let's see if maybe you'll actually give me a challenge. No more days withering at a negotiating table with my brother. I will rebuild Eldraine myself the old way with power. Spells you cast this turn that are black and or red cost X less to cast, where X is the amount of life you lost this turn. Interesting. And yes, I'll keep my hand. I'll just do this, I guess. Pick a card to discard, any card. Each spell costs 3 more to cast except during its controller's turn. Alright, so I'm probably not really gonna be doing stuff on her turn at this point. Not likely. Not like we do stuff anymore at this rate on her turn. It's probably not happening now. I guess what I will do is... Or get Chainsaw Custody to get this off the field. Or what I think I'll do is just... Because Dark Tutelage gives her an extra card every single turn. And then I'll also just give Double Strike. Alright, I guess first I'll do Daybreak Coronet here. And then I'm gonna do Spirit Mantle and now make my commander unblockable. If I do Ethereal Armor, we got lethal right here. Keeping this hand as well. Oh, lost 6 life from whatever you revealed. Magus of the Mirror. I mean, if I just go win the game with commander damage anyways, then it's not like that lost life is gonna matter. Okay, not attacking. That is fine by me. Well, I'm not attacking through that either, clearly. I don't know, I think Rowan is actually finally trying to kick my... I think she's actually finally trying here. I'm gonna do Snow-Covered Plains. This is... Okay, I cannot target it. I'll just toss Temporal Isolation onto Rowan then. We can do something at least. Dog Umbra on Light Paws Emperor's Voice. Sure, let's play a Mox Diamond. And then that's gonna be... turn. I'll just block. Exile my graveyard. Don't really think I could care less right now. Alright, so... my commander has Totem Armor. Let's just drop a Wrath of God. Let's just drop a board wipe. Okay, that's coming back, that's fine. Oh, now it's got Lightning Greaves on it. And it's gonna apparently untap too, because why not? So Lightning Greaves is gonna be a pain in the ass. Certainly. It has Menace also, interestingly enough, as well. Top card of my deck is a land. I figured I would look. Oh, I start every game with a Dispeller's Capsule, so I guess that right there is going to be my get-out-of-jail-free card. When Torgar enters the battlefield, up to one target player's life total becomes half their starting life total rounded down. So I just lose 15 life. So this is coming back. Mace of the Valiant in response. I'll just evoke my Solitude. Yeah, we're gonna evoke that. Getting this off the field with Solitude. So just threw it on thin ice, and I'm gonna go cast it immediately. And with that, I have plenty of mana to spare, so Light Pause is gonna go get Flickering Ward. Back to my hand. Cast it. Sentinel's Eyes. Alright, Devotion to white was 6, so I'm gonna make 6 white mana. And I guess we can just keep on playing right now. Daybreak Coronet's gonna go here. I'll get all the glitters off of the Daybreak Coronet. Chomano's Blessing is gonna also go here. Protection from black with that. I'll get another aura out of the deck. Spirit Mantle. Attack for 17. And win the game. And there we go. War Room. Pay life equal to the number of colors in your commander's color identity to draw a card. That's gonna go in all my monocolor decks for sure. That's a really nice looking prismatic vista as well. Draw cards equal to the number of instant and sorcery cards in your graveyard. Interesting. Yeah, I already, established we're keeping the War Room. In fact, I'm just gonna go throw this into my deck right now. Where's War Room? Yeah, I definitely want to run this. Something has to go, though. I never even, turn these into creatures anyways. I've never even, actually to go through the trouble of making these into creatures. I feel like I never even need to do that. Where's another snow-covered plains I can just put in? I think I'll put in one more and take out another, land that makes only colorless. I'm just gonna go quickly save my game, and then it's time to fight Kenrith. Now I gotta get back into the castle, of course. So yep, he's the only one left. I'll beat him up and then I'll take his treasure. Oh, wow. He's gonna start with all these extra enchantments, I see. So, all these, yeah, 4 different upkeep triggers, and then Virtual Loyalty and Maze of the Valiant we've been dealing with ever since we entered Kenrith's Court. 4 different upkeep triggers. So if he becomes the Monarch, obviously I'm gonna be in for a much worse time if he becomes the Monarch. We're gonna try this. We'll have to just see if, I don't know, maybe I can just get a nice fast kill with Light Pause, because it is pretty good at that. Oh, anyways. Yeah, I'm gonna have to let this go. No, I'll just play Permadallion. Hoping that wasn't a mistake. So that means, yeah, it just takes a little bit longer to get Light Pause up. I'm gonna hold this Triclopian sight in case he tries to remove this. Or he casts whatever this is. Alright, Triclopian sight it is. And then Light Pause is gonna go get sheltered by ghosts and take care of the creature. Blessing of the Nephilim, why am I still even playing this? Like, if this was in my hand and I still had the actual creature on the field to pair it with, to give +4/+4, that would be amazing, but clearly that is not what we're doing. I can still grab a much better aura. I can instead grab a much better aura for myself. I'll just replay it again and go get ethereal armor now. Okay, and that turns out that's all he actually has. Tempest Technique. And we'll just go straight into a Spirit Mantle to make Light Pause unblockable, and that's gonna be one win. Still gotta go get another. Top card of my deck is also not a land, since I can peek because I start with this every game. This to the bottom, and then this to the bottom. We'll do... yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that. Nice volcanic island. Training grounds. Wow. I'll just play a Benevolent Bodyguard and pass. Mox Pearl. Wasn't expecting him to just pull out a piece of the Power 9. Each creature with power greater than the number of cards in your hand cannot attack. We'll have to keep this in mind. Well, no, first, Light Pause. Lash Knife. We'll just tap down. Actually, cancel. Lash Knife. I'll give Glinty first strike. Shelter by Ghosts? I'm actually just gonna go clear the bridge with Shelter by Ghosts here. Okay, just gonna play another land. Yeah, fortunately for me, his deck is way slower than mine. I'll just draw another card. I think, well, I'll just also do Sentinel's Eyes. Blessing of the Nephilim. Oh, it goes right, it goes here. It only ever goes on Light Pause, which sucks. And that's, yeah, we're discarding 3 cards. I'll just toss 3 snow-covered plains and pass it on back to Kenrith here. Sure. How much mana is this gonna make? Okay, I just made 10 mana with the Nykthos. Yeah, really do not sleep on Nykthos Shrine to Nyx. So we should be able to play just about, I don't know, everything in our hand at this point, and then some. And we'll also just get frickin' Scrub off the field. I don't know, I kind of just feel like drawing 17 cards here. Give me that. 17 cards, give me. And I'm gonna have to discard, like, almost all of these anyways, let's be real. Make 3 white off the Lotus. Does it really matter what we get rid of at this point? Yeah, I don't believe we're playing anything else, except for maybe a Pearl Medallion, and that'd be it. Oh, Mana type, counter Pearl Medallion. We'll draw all these cards just to have to discard them anyways, go figure. I'm really not gonna need a board wipe at this stage in the game, that's for sure. Sure, why not? I mean, I drew 11 cards, so obviously I'm gonna have a response to it. Oh, this is where I get my mana from. Duh, of course. Now I got 16 more mana to do whatever I want. I guess we can just keep going, so let's do that. Yeah, I don't want to really give, like, one of my things Shadow or whatnot. I'll just kill him with the 44 power light pause. Embercleave, Subtlety, Corvold, Fakehurst King. There's some good stuff in here. Kenrith, of course. Yeah, there's good stuff in here. Martial Coup. Happily Ever After. How much stuff? How many hoops do you gotta jump through to actually win the game off this? There has to be 5 colors among permanents you control. That's already asking for a lot. 6 or more card types among permanents you control and or cards in your graveyard. That's almost all of them. And your life total is greater than or equal to your starting life total. Yeah, that's a lot of things that have to line up to just actually win off this. Yeah, kind of asking for a lot there. Yep. You failed Eldraine. Ah, there's the Kenrith's Royal Funeral. Fitting. Fitting, that's one of the cards the game's gonna give us. Throne of Eldraine. Choose a color. Add 4 mana of that chosen color. Spend this mana to only cast mono-colored spells of that color. Pay 3 to draw 2 cards. Oh, okay. Yeah, for your mono-colored decks, that's good. That's really nice for your 1-color decks. This is literally just Tolarian Academy if you just put enough charge counters on it. Tolarian Academy, but with many extra steps to actually balance that. So that is now gonna be... Well, I'll save my game again. So now that means we... Rather than have to run back to the capital city of the Plains biome, we're just gonna use this White Rune teleport right on over there. and then go claim my reward. The 3 great threats are ended, so we're gonna get a helmet. Glorious Anthem in the next slot. Sarah's Sanctum. Add one white for each enchantment you control. And that's gonna go straight in my Light Paws deck. Wow. And Enlighten Tutor. And then you wonder just why I went and did that. That's precisely why I just went through the trouble of doing that. Those are some good cards that we just got. That was some mighty fine loot. Where is Enlighten Tutor? I think this is finally gonna come out of the deck because I've never actually, like, maybe I've made it line up with Glintine to feel level once. One time I kind of had it in my hand, I could actually just cast it and stick it on. Well, Glintine wasn't on the field anymore, so that wasn't gonna happen. Yeah, I think that looks about right for my deck. So yeah, Light Paws. Kicking ass, still. Yeah, those 2 cards, yeah, we'll keep those. I don't really know how it could have gone much better than Enlighten Tutor Sarah's Sanctum, especially given the current deck I'm playing. I don't know how it could have been much better than that. I do not believe I did 3 great threats in the green capital city yet. So I'm gonna go ahead and try my luck with that right now. I'm looking for specifically... Okay, this is not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for specifically, like, the building that's gonna mention the 3 great threats. A great number of fearsome legends menace these lands. Because, yeah, these are just, like, these are the people that give you, like, the best loot. They give you the hardest challenges, but you also get, like, the best loot. So, I gotta find Zakama, that's a dinosaur, I'm pretty sure. The World Shaker, Nissa. And then the commander of the Endless Swirl Legions, Chatterfang. I'll see what I can do. It's not really like, I'll see what I can do, like, I'll just get it done. We'll just get it done. What was that? Mask of Narcissism. That is interesting. Grants a token in a special slot. Am I even using the token slot? If not, I should probably just buy one of these, just to make my life even easier than it already is. Okay, I actually have a few more cards in mind I want to go grab myself. So we're gonna go to the... yeah. I think it should be obvious by now I'm gonna go towards the 1 and 2 mana cards. We're gonna go to Ether Revolt. There's actually only 7 possible cards? Only 7 possible cards in this mana value range, apparently. I mean, it's a small set, but I didn't think it was that small. Only because this is something I can just pay 1 white to put it back into my hand, which then means I can recast it again. let me reiterate for the last time, this is a deck where I just want to be casting as many aura spells as possible. So the ones that can just put themselves back into my hand, amazing. Whenever you cast an aura, equipment, or vehicle spell, draw a card. That's also something I had in mind. Rise of the Eldrazi, where are you? Two possible cards. I spend like 12 grand just to get like two possible cards. Instead of like 20. That's not too shabby, but that's not what I'm looking for. Could have given something Defender for 1 mana. Not what I'm here for. I forgot about Hyena Umbra. 1 mana, +1/+1 first strike, but I think more notably Totem Armor. If the enchanted creature would be destroyed, instead, destroy this aura. I'm taking that too. Does it just not want to give me the rares? Oh, Student of Warfare, but that's not the one I'm trying to get. I got the Student of Warfare again. That's not the rare I'm looking for. I already have a Wall of Omens. Are you kidding me? How many times are we gonna get a Glory Seeker here? I didn't even know he was in this set. And that's the card I was actually trying to roll for. Whenever you cast an aura spell, draw a card, and also, I guess, +2/+2 for each aura attached to Core Spirit Dancer. So yes, I wanted Hyena Umbra. I got Hyena Umbra. I wanted Core Spirit Dancer. I got Core Spirit Dancer. I also wanted SRAM, the Senior Edificer. I got him too. And Conviction. I got that too. And now 4 cards have to come out. So let's see. I'll just sideline that, I suppose. I don't think this does enough, really, for just 4 mana. I don't think this really does it. Yeah, we barely have anything that costs more than 3 mana anymore at this point. Yeah, this is now what the mana curve is looking like. Pretty much like 60 to 70% of this, maybe even more probably now, costs 2 or less mana. Easily, for damn sure, like 90% of this deck costs like 3 mana or less to cast every spell in it. And even then, like, most of these cards are very just cuttable as well. This is just a land on the back, so if I can ever actually cast it for 7 mana, it's a land, at the very least. So I need to find Zakama, I need to find Nissa, I need to find the squirrel. Let's pull off the map and get to looking. This is the green obelisk. There was somebody there. I've already defeated them, so not anymore. Up here, up here, up... Okay, these three I want to go check next. Now, if I could just stop bumping into things. Dinosaur crater. I'm thinking there's a good chance this is where I need to actually be exploring. Good chance this is where I have to be right now to find Zakama. That's not Zakama. That's a nice hand. No, really now. 3 white mana. Pearl Medallion. Light Paws. Triclopean Sight. That is one hell of a turn 1 right there. That is one hell of a turn 1 play. I got nothing to even get rid of with On Thin Ice here. I just realized. Anyways. Can I just cast that still, just to go search another aura from my deck anyways? I can still do that. I'll just pass it back to him. Path to Exile, Exile Light Paws. Thinking that's probably one of the only things that could have just actually saved him right now. Otherwise, I would have just, like, straight up attacked for game the next turn. I'll just draw 2 more cards, I guess. I think we'll do Feather of Flight over here. I'll play another land. We'll do Ossification next. I'll get this one, the one creature that could block off the field. That was easy. I still got him in 4 turns. So I'm gonna get some treasure. Unless I want to play an angel deck, nothing too exciting. Who's this over here? Sagan. I've never heard of them before. Dinosaur Berserker. Double strike and start your engines. max speed. Sagan has Death Touch, already has Double Strike. And then other creatures you control at first strike. Whenever he attacks, creatures you control get +1/+0 until end of turn for each creature you control with first or double strike. Keep this hand. And I'll certainly be happy to play Light Paws on the first turn. Always happy to get this out turn 1. All that glitters. There's 11 damage already on turn 2. Conviction is gonna go here. And then Spirit Mantle's also gonna go here, and then that's gonna be game. Alright, kill him on turn 3. Forge Anew. That's actually really good for an equipment deck. Pretty sure I have Godless Shrine and Sacred Foundry. I know for sure I have a Sacred Foundry in my collection. What? Pie Wielder? That would be really nice to side in against the artifact-heavy deck, especially if I can do the overload cost. Yeah, it's really just slim pickings here, isn't it? Alright, who's this guy with the eggs? Proceed and I will put an end to you. Woman guarding dinosaur eggs. I think that rings a bell. Yeah, I think I've seen this commander before. Whenever an egg you control dies, reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a creature card, and then just put that onto the battlefield. Dinosaur egg. It's a dinosaur egg. Anyways, keep our hand again. I mean, Black Lotus is in it, which is just crazy. And Mother of Runes. Pass turn? Alright, let's search for some basic lands. Land tax is gonna let me do that right there. Let's start attacking for 9 immediately. Source the Plowshares in response. Oh, protection from creatures. I can't even use Mother of Runes to save it. That's actually not gonna work. Command zone. And then I just remembered protection from creatures. I can't even target it with Mother of Runes' ability to protect it. That's just not gonna work. Anyways, how do we even want to play this now? I want to save these auras for like when Light Paws actually gets back on the field. Pass. Alright, I'll just keep getting free basic lands out of my deck, because I apparently am never going to control more lands than my opponent does. But more importantly, this is actually what I want to go do. Start playing all my auras again is what I actually want to do. This is just gonna bounce off the dinosaur eggs, so no point. Oh, okay. But yeah, thankfully that's the only thing she's gonna do that turn. Yeah, there's no way I'm gonna have at any point in the game more lands on the field than she does anymore. That definitely won't be happening. I guess I can make the dinosaur egg unable to block now. Conviction back to my hand so I can just replay it. And then go grab another aura out of the deck using that. I'll draw a card. It's gonna be Moat. Okay, yep, commander damage does it again. Well, we're doing Mox Diamond for damn sure. Light Paws turn 1. Oh, 3 damage here. So Light Paws is still on my field. Obviously, I'm not gonna block. Pass. Oh, nice. So now, whenever I cast an aura spell, I can draw a card. Whatever Light Paws puts onto the battlefield is not going to count as casting an aura spell, unfortunately. We will have to keep that in mind. That way I can just block. Conviction back to my hand so I can just replay it. Okay, and then there's Spirit Mantle I'm gonna attack for. Yeah, that is gonna be really, like, that is gonna be 17 damage right there. And she's just searching for basic lands. It's in the bag. This one's in the bag. Yeah, I can just go even further. I could just take this even farther. Attack for 28. Yeah, those... Yeah, she never stood a chance. Her and her Atla Palani and her eggs never stood a chance. Colossal dinosaur looms ahead. Zakama. Made it to Zakama already. Pretty sure I already dueled him once in the mirror gallery. It's just, yeah, this time I'm playing a completely different deck. Well, if I stop finding lands, I can at least land tax. If I land tax, then... Wait, where's my land tax? On the top of my deck. I guess we're actually gonna do that for the first time this episode. Play off the top of our deck with Into the Pit. Oh, plus... Oh, this gives haste. Oh, this also has haste, because why the hell not? You better believe I'm grabbing some lands out of my deck. I can only play one land a turn anyways. Oh, free Black Lotus. Don't mind if... I don't mind. I guess that's fine. I got a free Black Lotus. That's hilarious. Well, yeah, for sure we're taking something off the board. And I'll just do Shelter by Ghost to take something else off the board as well. I'll get both those creatures off the board entirely. Yeah, I think then that's just gonna be... Yeah, we're gonna pass our turn again. Again, I can only play one land a turn. Alright, so what do we do here? I want to slap another aura into play. If I do Cage of Hands, then... Yeah, unfortunately, I need to bounce it back, or I can't attack or block with Light Paws. I'm gonna do it anyways, because at least I can just get this back into my hand easily enough. Anyways, yeah, what am I gonna go grab here? I guess Chains of Custody it is then. I'll take that off the board. I don't know, I think we're just gonna kind of hang on to this Black Lotus until we really need it. Flying, Double Strike, Vigilance, Trample, Indestructible. Oh, but I have Swords to Plowshares, that's perfect. Alright, that deals with it just fine. Alright, so I definitely want Cage of Hands back into my hand now. I'll pitch these, pass it back to Zakama over here. Alright, he's just got nothing. Hilarious, he's got nothing. Come on, at least put out a creature or something so I can just slap some aura on it that just doesn't let it attack. Come on, at least play a creature or something. I'll get this off the field. At least put a creature out or something, I don't know. Oh, I can play Lash Knife for free just by tapping something down. Tap down Skyclave Apparition to cast this for 0. And still go grab something with a convert mana cost of 2. I'll do Daybreak Coronet. Cage of Hands. So I could just go play another aura from my deck. Put Cage of Hands, well, back into my hand. Sacrifice the Black Lotus at this point, so we can just do Cage of Hands again. Got him. Yeah, I literally cast that thing like twice in the same turn. Getting 2 free auras because Light Pause. It's like, yeah. Of course I'm gonna do that. Okay, we have... Why do we have so many lands here? This is silly. Let's see what happens. Yeah, I think for one thing, I probably really needed to go first against a deck like this. And then there's also the fact that I have no answers to everything that's on his board. I guess that's at the very least gonna go. And now I got this in the way too to worry about. I'll take this off the board. Attack. I'll gain 6 life back. I guess that's something. I should have played this for. I really should have played that first. So now my opponent's gonna get another swing. Okay, let's do... Of course, play a land. Pacifism on Polyraptor. What can I go grab now to save me? I'll do all that glitters. And I'll just gain, like, what, 28 life by attacking with this? Yeah, double strike, so 14 twice. Also, yeah, Vigilance, so it's not even gonna tap when it attacks. That makes things even better. So... pass. I think we just completely, like, got our way out of this situation. I think I literally just got out of a losing situation with all this. Chaos Warp. Okay, I guess we're back to a losing situation now. If I give Persist, that's not gonna change anything. Is Wrath of God just gone entirely? Oh, it's the next card I draw, so let's just, I don't know, cast it. Definitely should go play it now. But still... And now I immediately have that to deal with. Okay, just gonna cast Griffin Guide off the top of the deck here. What can I grab that can deal with Galta over here? Chains of Custody could do it. Chains of Custody it is. I'm holding on here. I'm just holding on now. Ugh, Source to Plowshares. I'm gonna lose my creature again. And now this is back too, because why not? Anyways, just give me a Black Lotus off the Urza Saga. Six mana to replay this thing. 6 mana. Okay, we'll make this unable to attack or block. What can I still go grab that can deal with the other creature? Dog Umbra can lock it out of attacking or blocking at least. But no, if I Dog Umbra, that's not gonna get stuck on. That's gonna go on Light Paws. Conviction, I guess. So this can still attack. Nothing I can do to stop it either. Oh, we can escape Sentinel's Eyes out of my graveyard. Let's actually try this. Forgot I had Sentinel's Eyes. Maybe try something silly with this. I guess I can take Ethereal Armor, or Flickering Ward, do protection from green, even. Wait a minute, I still have 2 white mana, actually. I got an idea. I'll get both the Flickering Ward and the Ethereal Armor. This isn't looking so bad anymore unless I get met with yet another removal spell. Can I block this one, at least? Okay, so my turn. Tempest Technique. I guess first we're gonna Erode. I guess the 12/12. Oh, Spirit Mantle. That is crazy that we got Spirit Mantle too. I'll sacrifice Into the Pit to pay for the rest of the cost. Daybreak Coronet. And this is going to be the last thing we go cast. Tempest Technique is going to copy itself twice. And lastly, I'm going to go and grab, let's see. It shouldn't matter at this point. Just make it indestructible. And Zacama is toast. Oh, wow. Again, that looked like a losing situation, and then I just had all of this mana to spare from the free Black Lotus from the Chaos Warp. Enough to just, I don't know, play Flickering Ward twice, getting that and the Ethereal Armor. And then one of my top decks was like Tempest Technique. And then I had Spirit Mantle also I could just play off the top with Into the Pit. Tooth and Nail I'm gonna keep. With 3 Great Dying Roars, the Colossal Dinosaur falls back. The whole valley shakes with the impact, as an entire grove of trees is crushed under its weight. Alright, there's some more treasure, I suppose. Guess I have already. So that's Zacama down. So there's Nissa, and then there's the Chatterfang, the Squirrel General. Okay, this is... Who's in this castle here? Who's in this dungeon? Let's see who may be in here. Elven Grove. Your mana sight stone glows, brightly sensing a truly mighty legend in this place. The place is full of elves. I'm pretty sure Nissa's an elf, so in this case, yeah, I'm pretty sure this is exactly where I want to be right now. And yes, you better believe I'm keeping my hands. Like, yeah, again, I'm just doing light pause on the first turn. Alright, pick something to get rid of off the field first. Alright, we'll get rid of the thing that's giving all the other elves +1/+1. And then I'm gonna go grab Conviction, because I can just keep putting this back into my hand turn after turn. Snow-covered plains, don't see why not. I'll do Griffin Guide first. This is already getting huge. Well, I have to discard... I don't think I need a board wipe here. That is fine. I'll just take a Black Lotus at this point. It's like the best thing I got to go grab off of Urza Saga. It's the best thing I can grab. Lifelink, even though we clearly don't need it. So I'm at like, what, 70 life? I just need to go grab something that makes Light Pause unblockable, and then that's a wrap. I'll just grab Spirit Mantle, and that's gonna end it. Yeah, that's still gonna end things. Untap target creature. Okay, that's actually really good in my Raphalos deck. That would actually be really good there. Okay. Untap target, wait, elf. Elf, untap target elf. Another card that would just be amazing in the Raphalos deck. Yeah, I know he's an elf too, so why would Loshkin untap him? And yeah, that's actually crazy. Not as exciting as some of my other opening hands, but this is still very playable. Nykthos Shrine to Nyx. So yeah, I see he's on that as well. Mono green deck. Unsurprisingly, he's also on that. Oh, Sarah Sanctum. I need to actually start putting some enchantments on the board first. You know, once I can start doing that, it's gonna get ridiculous how much mana this can actually make. I believe it can already produce 2 mana by itself here. Oh, never mind. Make that 3. Okay. I'll just play that as a land. I'll do Face of Divinity here. I'll still have 3 mana floating, which is amazing. I can still play even more things. I'll just play the Timely Ward, and then Timely Ward into Spirit Mantle, and that's gonna be a wrap. I got another Avenda Waking Haven. Interesting. Who is that supposed to be? And then who is this supposed to be? Rice, or Reese, or however you pronounce his name. Okay. I have a 2-mana commander, but apparently I'm still gonna go and play my commander first, which is hilarious. Mine is still gonna actually hit the field first. Spirit Mantle is gonna go here. Paper Coronet. Creature spells can't be countered. Except for Mana Tithe, I have nothing that can really even, like, counter a creature anyways. Outside of Mana Tithe, I really got nothing that can do that. Oh, speaking of which, there's the Mana Tithe. That's actually not going to do anything. Alright, let's just draw 4 cards, get our hand restocked. Won't be counterable, so Mana Tithe will be useless here. This should just end the game. All printings of this guy, including this one that I already have. 2 mana, give something that's about to die persist so it can just come back from the graveyard immediately. I mean, of course I'm not gonna pass this up. Yeah, we're not gonna pass that up. Draw a card and give an enchanted creature lifelink. Anyways, I think we can still do better than that. Elf on a shelf. Alright, yeah, we found the elf shop. If there's anything I want to pick up here... I believe I have one of these, just a different printing. If there's anything I want to pick up here... Because, yeah, there are a lot of good elves in the game of Magic. I have Incubation Druid already. Tap for 2 green, but only if there's an elf in your graveyard. Seeing if there's anything here that really stands out is something I want to pick up. Isn't this guy Banded Pioneer or something? Exile 2 legendary cards from your graveyard? Until end of turn, you can play legendary cards from your graveyard. There's a lot of good legendary creatures to the point where this could definitely be playable. I'm gonna keep browsing. There's another mana dork, if I don't mind the mana being colorless. I have Elvish Mystic already, I'm pretty sure. I know I have this. I started the game with this, I'm pretty sure, in my deck. Pretty sure I started this entire playthrough with a Springbloom Druid in my starter deck. I mean, if I want to build the green, like, Hexproof, Auras, Enchantment deck, whatever, that's kind of a good creature to slap that on. Okay, there's Raphalos. Yep, he is indeed an elf. Still, like, absolutely crazy to think they just let you buy that and put that in your command zone. Yeah, it dies to, like, lots of different types of removal, but... yeah, if it doesn't get removed back into that, all the mana it can make by just... especially if you can untap it multiple times, then it can just really snowball out of control. I have Bloom Tender already. That I know. I've had that for a while, too. Oh, Fierce Empath. Whenever a beast comes into play, draw a card. Anyways, who's this big guy? Oh, It's him, okay. Elf Warrior or Tyvar card when it enters the battlefield. Okay. Light pause. I think I'll do Dog Umbra here. And then Ancient Tomb, I guess. I'll just Static Prison, get that off the field. Attack with these two. Pass. Oh hey, there's an Incubation Druid of his own. I'll just pass. I'm not really going to be attacking through this now, exactly. Unless I can maybe start getting more auras into play. We'll just play another land onto the field. Alright, at this point I think I'm just going to let him keep playing his creatures. Because what I'm going to do next is just going to play a Wrath of God onto the bat. I'm just going to play a Wrath of God. And keep Light Pause because it had the Umbra armor protecting it. Oh, there we go. Sure, I'll take 2. Alright. Does the elf still have Death Touch? I don't think it does. No, it never had Death Touch. Wait, that is a land. Whenever I cast an aura, equipment, or vehicle. I don't believe I have any of those in my hand right now. Unless I just play the one that's off the top of my deck. Sure. We'll do Temporal Isolation on this. I'll get the Planeswalker off the board. Alright, got 9. We have, yeah, Devotion to White is 9, so that's going to be a really nice Nykthos activation. I guess we'll just play the Ocelot Pride. I'll just put Dog Umbra on the top of my deck. Light Paws will attack for a total of 6? Look at this, we'll send this guy in too. Sure. I got my Dog Umbra back. I'll just take a Spirit Mantle. Okay, that's just gonna kill him with commander damage again. Felix 5 boots? What the hell is this thing? I mean, definitely seems like a fun build around, that's for sure. Can cast creature spells of a specific type off the top of my deck. I like the sound of that, too. Okay, this is just more treasure. Which I'll keep. Actually, no, I'll sell it all. At the beginning of each end step, if you created a token this turn, draw a card. Maybe we'll keep that one. So, who is... That sounds like... Yeah, that is Nissa. That is Nissa. I think we've dueled her before. I think we've probably dueled once before. Just not using this deck though. I was playing another deck. But I'm pretty sure we've already dueled once. So which of these cards is going to be the biggest problem among the ones that she starts with? Which one do I have to be worried about the most? I can make creatures without flying simply not attack at all. I can play Moat. Like, then again, I actually have to wait like another turn or so, I believe. I'll have to wait one more turn, assuming I have a land on the next turn, then I can play it. Oh, I can play this as a land on the back, it's fine. I think I'll take this off the field. Shelter by Ghosts, I'll just get rid of that Sword of the Animist before she gets too many basic lands from it. And then I'm gonna do Hyena Umbra on Light Paws and go get another little enchantment from my deck here. I guess that'll be the Sentinel's Eyes. Pass. Okay, I don't believe I have to worry about that at all. I'll do SRAM, and then I think I'll do Conviction. I'll put the Conviction here. I'll just go and attack like this. So this is what's making me just fail to attack every time she has a forest off the top of her deck. If she has a forest on the top of her deck and I attack, then my creature just gets removed from combat. So that's pretty much just... yeah, that's gonna probably buy her a bit of extra time. But if she can't actually get the actual threats off my board, then it's not gonna help. Alright, now I'll just be drawing even more cards every time I play an aura spell. Draw 2 cards every time I cast a single aura. That's crazy. Protection from green against the mono green deck. That is actually perfect. So yeah, Nissa is not going to be blocking this. $35, and it's not going to be something she can block. Didn't get lost in the woods, so yep, that's game 1. Let's try and do, yeah, game 2 now. I'll just do Static Prison here immediately. Next turn, I'll probably be playing this. This is... yeah, I start with an enchantment, so 2 mana from Serra Sanctum are gonna get turn 2. I'll spend the 1 spare mana I have floating because I got nothing else to do with it. I'll just move the ring here. Tap this and this for Dog Umbra. I think I'll take a Sheltered by Ghosts. And I'm gonna use to get rid of... let's just get Lost in the Woods off the field. Alright, just casually produce 4 mana here. Play Mesa Enchantress. Sure. I guess we'll do that. I'll attack and do... oh, never mind. Block with Eladamri, whatever that creature was, and then instead of losing Light Paws, I'll lose the Dog Umbra. Alright, so yeah, sure, you get your creature back, whatever. Pay 1 life, draw a card, and then I know exactly where this is going. It's gonna go right here. Attack for 8. Oh, Craterhoof Behemoth. Can't say I was expecting that, and everything's got trample, so not really much of a point in blocking. I'll take 21 damage. Thankfully, there was only like those 4 creatures on the battlefield, otherwise I'd be dead to Craterhoof. If you would tap a permanent for mana, it produces 3 times as much of that mana instead. Anyways, can I get rid of it or no? Timely Ward. Choose target creature. How am I not allowed to pick? Oh, right. Enchanted creatures you control have Shroud. So that explains everything. I'll make this indestructible. I'm taking that off the field. So I still have, okay, 3 white mana. Surely we can do something cool with that. I'm just gonna pass. I mean, I have a pretty good blocker here. Okay, that is a lot of plant tokens. So, yeah, I know this is... Yeah, this is a card I play, so that's how I know. That's how I know this is gonna make a lot of creature tokens, and not just that, they're gonna get huge if you can just start playing a bunch of lands. I would know, because, yeah, that's literally what I'm playing. I'll give this, I guess, the Totem Armor. Ethereal Armor on Lightpaw is what we're gonna do. Make this attack. Chump block with a plant token. Pass. Everything now on every creature on our field now is hexproof. Okay. Oh, Chomano's Blessing. I'll just slap this on something, I guess. Flickering Ward is gonna give Lightpaw's protection from green as well. I want to go just get another aura out of my deck right now with Lightpaw, so I'll just play that too. I think now we're just good to go here. Protection from green, and that's every single creature on our field is green. So none of them can block. Yeah, now we're good to go, and that's Nissa down. Alright, I got a pair of boots. I'll just sell everything back. Nissa stumbles back from your final strike, badly bloodied and only standing due to using her staff as support. Suddenly there's a flash of light and an explosion of... Okay, so that's Chandra, the flame-haired woman wearing goggles. I'd ask like what Chandra's doing here, but I think last I heard that they might even be lesbians? Chandra, don't try to fight them, they're too strong, let's just go, we still can. Shooting you a look of rage, the fiery planeswalker decides to comply, and as quickly as she arrives, she is gone, taking Nissa with her. Yeah, I'm not exactly 100% sure if they're, like, close friends, or if it's, like, something deeper than just close friends. I mean, that could just be somebody's headcanon, but... Anyways, let's just go sell some more of my loot. Yeah, I actually do have Godless Shrine already. I don't need multiple Godless Shrines. So, yeah, Chatterfang Squirrel General or something. That's still, like... Yeah, I still haven't beaten them yet. Let's see if I can at least just go find the dungeon that has Chatterfang. I mean, I can always just save my game right outside. A squirrel farm. This looks like, yeah, this looks like the place to be. I found the squirrel farm. I think I'm in the right place. I need to find a squirrel general, and I found the squirrel farm. I got the right place, I'm sure of it. So, we're just gonna keep doing Realm of Legend streams. I want to just maybe get a few more things done here and there. Yeah, also not to mention, I just want to fill out some more deck slots. I also want to fill out one more deck slot, maybe... I want to actually fill out both of these. I want to give, like, 2 more new decks a try. Even though they're not going to get much time in the spotlight. I plan to just, I don't know, maybe do Chatterfang, get the 3 Sacred Treasures from the Green Capital. Maybe go back to the Mirror Gallery and find me a few more opponents there. I don't know, in particular, I want to go duel against... there was Moloku, who I never got to encounter at any point before the Mirror Gallery. There's also, like, Grand Arch Nemesis, whatever that's gonna be. And then maybe just a few more random opponents here and there. And I'm thinking... yeah, sometime, yeah, definitely next stream. Gonna maybe do a few more games with Light Paws, but then I think I'm just gonna switch over to another commander. Now, what am I doing with 2 Emrakul the Promised Ends? Yeah, well, I'm already playing a Light Paws deck. I'm not gonna make another. Probably not gonna make another mono white deck either, because we already have one going. I already have an enchantment deck going as well, so... we're gonna pass on Sithis. Or Scythus. I already built Animar, not this... yeah, not this, like, Forge Adventure series, the previous one. Commander mode, but with, like, the regular enemy decks. I built Animar in that series, and I was like, yeah, probably my strongest deck overall. I don't think I need to build an Animar deck again to keep winning games, so we're probably not going to do it. That's been done already. Oh, if I really want to be an asshole, we can play Leovold. And also, make sure we get cards that force the opponents to discard their hands and draw a new one. They're only going to draw 1 card. Oh yeah, if you want to be an asshole, you can play... well, actually, no, not really, because he's banned in... He's banned in your typical, like, multiplayer commander format. I know he's legal in, like, French ban list, like 1v1 dual commander. Format's a hell of a lot faster, so... yeah, by the time you get Leovold out and have, like, something that makes them discard their entire hand, there's a good chance they've probably played a good chunk of their spells from their hand already anyways, because... yeah, the format's a lot faster. Also, yeah, not to mention there's just, like, a lot more dedicated, like, targeted removal to get rid of your opponent's stuff in that format as well. So, plenty more ways to get this off the field. Yeah, because this is just such a pain to actually have beyond the field. Yeah, he's banned in your typical commander format, but apparently I think we're allowed to play him here, so... Oh, that was another deck I could have played. Just like, I don't know, a control deck that just tries to resolve this as many times as possible and just win the game with... Oh, that's still a really good that's still a good commander. This Atraxa! This one's still actually really good. This one's still really good. It's this one that I was thinking about playing. This is the one that's just like, yeah, I'm thinking it's just like this typical like control deck that just tries to stall out for as long as possible and just win the game by casting this a couple times. Because just by playing this once, you get so many cards into your hand, it's not even funny. Also, I think it goes like insanely hard with Dream Halls, when you're just discarding cards from your hand to play this for free. That Sephiroth was basically an Atraxa Grand Unifier reskin. Tasigur the Golden Fang is another interesting one. Tivit, also. Yeah, so many, like, yeah, we're not even gonna get a chance to build around, like, 95% of these. I heard this one's pretty good. Never tried it for myself, but I heard it's good. Pretty much every Sliver Legend under the sun, except for like the digital-only one. I never did do a Uriel the Miststalker deck, that never happened. I never am. I guess I'm never gonna play Jin Sakai. I guess we're not really gonna even bother playing anything Universes Beyond or whatnot. Not counting the cards that are just reskins of existing in-universe cards. But anyways... I'm thinking I'm gonna do Leovold, and I'm gonna do... I could just... I don't know if I want to do like two boring control decks. Maybe Leovold and one of the Sliver Lords. Or a man. I mean, if I do, like, Leovold, it's probably gonna be, like, some sort of, like, boring-ass control build, and Atraxa is probably gonna be the same deal. Because, yeah, every Atraxa Grand Unifier decklist I've seen, because I just pretty much only look at... I pretty much have only really looked at the ones people play for, like, French Duel Commander. It's just, like, these control decks with, like... barely any creatures and like 40 to 50 plus instants and sorceries, just pretty much almost like just all cards that just like for very low mana say stuff like destroy target creature, exile target creature, get rid of target permanent, counter target spell, yeah, things like that. Yeah, just like a grand pile of just counter magic and removal and disruption to just buy yourself time until you can just slam this down. And then just get a ton of card advantage from doing so. I don't know, I think this would be like probably the more interesting choice with the way I was describing Atraxa. But anyways, yeah, I just want to give it a rest. I've been playing Magic the Gathering for 2 hours. I think that's enough for tonight. I think it's enough.